Hi, welcome to SBR Videos. I'm Peter Loshak. We're talking right now with Al McMordie from BigAl.com, a guy who has a great proven record in the NFL long term. In our videos this year, he's 7-4 against the spread. And last week, if you followed my advice, you had a big winner with Washington and a big loser with Indianapolis. If you followed Al's advice, you had Washington and Pitt in both of those games. Al McMordie, thanks for being back with us.
Thanks, Peter. Good to be here as always.
All right, Al. That's the difference between you and me. When there's two sharp plays, I can give one of them. You give both of them. And right now you're going to take Indianapolis and the Giants. Before we get to it, give a very well-earned plug for BigAl.com. Tell us what that site's all about.
Well, I've been in business since 1992. It seems like another lifetime ago, really. I've stood the test of time. Most handicappers don't. I've won 39 handicapping championships over the past 22 years. And last season, we were ranked #1 in hockey. Of course, hockey just got underway. We were #4 in the NBA. NBA is starting this week, and my favorite team, the San Antonio Spurs, are going to try to defend their title. So I'm really, excited about that. And most people, of course, care about football. 2 years ago, we ranked #1 in the NFL. We cashed 76.7% of our top-rated plays, as documented by the Sports Monitor. Last season, on all our NFL selections, 83 and 57. And we've had back-to-back strong weeks. If folks want to get free winners from us, they can just go to BigAl.com. That's the website, BigAl.com, and click on free picks. Get 3 free winners online every day, nothing to buy, no strings attached. 3 free winners online. Just go to the website and click on free picks. 2 of the free plays are from myself. One's from Larry Ness, and that's a great way to get introduced to the website. If you want to purchase our best selections, terrific handicappers at the website. There's 14 handicappers, myself, Larry Ness, Wayne Root, Ben Burns, Scott Spreitzer, Tom Stryker, ASA, and several others. And folks can go online and get the best selections from all of us every day by clicking on Picks for Sale.
Well, Indianapolis Giants is the second NFL game that you chose to cover this week, and awesome call last week on Pitt. A lot of people got burned on Indianapolis. You obviously have very nuanced technical analysis. I can tell you why everyone was on Indianapolis, including me, because we do the sucks is awesome handicapping dichotomy strategy, and we liked Indianapolis because they're awesome. And not that we thought Pitt necessarily sucked, but we thought Pitt sucked enough to not offset how awesome we thought Indianapolis was. And here, I guess we have the same kind of deal, right? Indianapolis, are they still awesome? I think so. I think I still would put them in that category, even though they did get blasted by Pitt. And the Giants, they're off the bye, but still they basically suck. So -3, I don't know. It's a tough situation. I completely trust you on this one, though. What's your take on this game, Al?
I'm just going back to what you just said about Indianapolis. When did Indianapolis become awesome? I mean,
Well, I think a lot of people were quoting that they were like top 5. They were the only team that were top 5 in both offense and defense going into last week, right?
Well, but the thing with Indianapolis, I mean, one, it's early in the season. 2, they played one of the softest schedules in
right.
all of football. Play in the AFC South with Tennessee, Houston, and Jacksonville.
Sure.
And when you looked at Indianapolis's games, take with a grain of salt what they do against those garbage teams. Instead, what do they do against Pittsburgh, against Denver, against Philadelphia? They lost to Philly. So, I love Andrew Luck. I think he's having a terrific season, but I'm not willing to put Indianapolis
in. Well, but in our defense, though, Al, we were thinking that way. A bunch of weeks ago, they were -3 at home against Baltimore, and we thought, man, they're kind of awesome. We're going to bet to Indianapolis here. Of course, they covered. Then 2 weeks ago, before the Pitt game, they were just a 3-point home favorite against Cincinnati, and we were all like, they're kind of awesome, and Cincinnati maybe sucks a little bit, so we're going to, aren't we going to bet Indianapolis here? And it turned out that we were right. So we were winning week after week, betting on Indianapolis before that Pitt game.
No, I understand that, but then you go from those situations where there might be some, fair value, and then, they closed as a 5-point road favorite at Pittsburgh.
And you know what, Al? I was thinking, because I had a big bet there, and I was like, you know what? I think I probably should hedge out some of this, and I fell asleep through the start of the game. That's why I didn't hedge out about half of it. All right.
Anyway, it just was surprising to me. You're laying a lot of points when you have to lay 5 points at Pittsburgh. That was shocking, but. I think this is a good situation to, especially with the schedule, to play on the New York Giants here. This is a scheduling situation that I often turn to on Monday nights. New York comes home after playing their 2 previous games on the road. And home teams, Peter, are a super 64 and 32 ATS on Monday nights off back-to-back road games, provided their win percentage is .350 or better. And we saw this exact situation a few weeks ago when the Steelers returned home off 2 road games, and the Steelers won and covered versus the Texans. Now, as we just talked about, Indianapolis was blown out by the Steelers last week, 51-34, and some people might want to play on the Colts to rebound off that loss. But teams off upset losses on Monday nights, these teams are 65-98 ATS against opponents not off upset losses, so that doesn't bode well for Indianapolis in this game. And also, neither does the fact that road favorites off upset losses have covered just 23 of 61 if they gave up 35 or more points in that previous game. You know, I'm going to take New York here, Peter, plus the points.
All right, Al McMordie from BigAl.com went against Indianapolis last week, recommending a play against them this week with the Giants at +3 at home. Thanks so much, Al.
The SBR Network offers free sports picks and game breakdowns, big money free betting contests year-round, a real-time Vegas-style odds monitoring service, and much more. So come see for yourself. To stay updated on SBR news and promotions, follow us on Twitter, Facebook, and Google+, and do be sure to subscribe to the Sportsbook Review YouTube channel to catch all our daily sports shows.